6.5 Grendel short-barreled AK. I bet you've never seen one of these before. How many of them even exist? I don't know. This rifle right here was built by FTW in Wichita, Kansas, and I had to have it because I built this rifle 13 years ago. And if you don't know about me, I used to run a Cerakote business in Wichita, Kansas called FTW Coatings. And for a while back in 2011, 12, 13, 14 maybe, I was into building AKs. And I built maybe 15 AKs the entire time that I was in business. And I also did some AR-15s and AR-10s. And I even still have serial number 1 of my AR-10 receivers, and with a matching upper. But anyway, back to this 6.5 Grendel. What do I need a 6.5 Grendel for? Well, did some research and found that the longest impact with a short-barreled AK, the furthest impact I should say, is only 825 yards. I asked Google, ChatGPT, the only thing I could find is 825 yards, and I will destroy that in about 10 minutes with this rifle. So, what's up with this rifle? First off, obviously I built it, and I had to have it back. I built this rifle in 2012. I actually went back through my old invoices and found it, and I remembered when I built it. It was the end of 12. I sold it in May of 13. I had a customer that had to have it, and he saw it and he said, I have to have it. What is your price? And I said, it's not for sale. And he said, everything has a price. What's your, I don't want to sell a price. So I told him, and he said, that's fine. And he wrote the check, and I couldn't believe it. And this is the only rifle, with all the cool rifles that I have, this is the only rifle on the planet that I could even conceive needing to have in my collection. And how did I get it back? Every now and then I get on Gunbroker, and I type FTW just to see what pops up. And I found one of my old receivers years ago that I bought back, and then boom, there was this, and I had to have it, and I bought it back, and I just got it. We got the Form 4 approved. It only took like 2 weeks. The NFA is actually finally getting shit going now that, you know, Blue's not in charge of that, and got it back in like 2 weeks. And I'm at home, and I've got it done. So what am I gonna do with this thing next? Well, next, I got to install this handguard, and it's supposed to fit. I think it's gonna fit, and that way I can put a Picatinny rail on here for a bipod. I'm gonna end up with a bipod EXT on this thing for sure. I'm gonna end up with a scope on here, of course. This thing is purpose built for an optic. Don't come at me saying, well, you gotta do that record with iron sights. There's no iron sights here. I ground that off. I built an adjustable gas block. I ground the sights off of this, installed a Picatinny rail. It's super solid. This top cover does not wiggle, so that optic is going to stay tight on here. And I'm going to have an Ivy mount. Ran into Stephen Ivy over in Italy, of all places. He sent me one of his mounts. It's got 60 mils of adjustment, so I'm going to have lots of adjustment since I'm only going to be able to send the projectiles at like 2,000 feet per second. But I will attain a mile with this rifle. I guarantee it. I got plenty of brass and bullets. But here's the deal. I feel like in order to secure a record, an unofficial record, gotta hit it twice. So once I get into record territory, I'm gonna start making double impacts just to make sure it's verified and not just a luck hit, right? So I'm gonna start off here at my 100-yard range in my backyard. I'm gonna get a load that works good. I'm gonna go to my range. I'm gonna shoot some distance. And then when I go for the full-blown record, I'm gonna rent out spear point. And I'm gonna go all the way out as far as we can until we run out of elevation. I'm gonna have probably my attacker. Probably gonna put an attacker on here with the Ivy, and I'll have a Charlie if I need it. That would give me a total of 130 mils. 130 mils. We're gonna get past 2,000 yards with this thing. That record's gonna stand for a long time. I dare you to try to come and beat it. Good luck. So that's the build, and I'm so stoked to get it back. Never gonna sell it. This is my baby right here. I'm so glad I got this thing back. And anyway, stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe, send this to your friends. Just wait till you see what this thing can do, because back in the day when I was working on this thing and building it, when I got it all done, I went and I put a Trigicon ACOG on here. Had a 4X, well, it was a 4x32 ACOG with the little chevrons. and it did a 3/4 inch group at 100 yards, and with 120 grain or 115 grain projectiles. So with a 4-power ACOG, man, that was before I even knew how to shoot. That was in 2012, man. I didn't know shit back then. It's on now, baby. Just wait to see what I can do with this thing. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.